This is already class 5 of dynamic vinyasa. We're going to be working on our legs. We will prepare our body for that king pigeon that we did last week as well. So let's give it a go. Let's start in a child's pose. So this time let's take a bit of a wide stance with our knees, or if you prefer you can also bring the knees together. The difference is that if your knees are together, then you get a bit of a more stretch in your lower back. If the knees are apart, you will be also working on your hips a bit more. So choose your variation. And then let your head rest on the mat. And this time, if you like, reach your arms forward and take a hold of the opposite elbows with your hands, resting your forehead on the ground. And this way you can start to find more length and space in your shoulders as well. Feel free to close your eyes a little bit and begin to tune in with your breath. Taking deep breaths in and out through your nose. Allowing your body to soften towards the ground, being bulged by the gravity. And slowly let all the worries of your daily life, the thoughts, everything drift to the side. Just focusing on your breath, bringing your attention to your body. Let go of different layers of yourself, as an employee, your work persona. Let that drift to the side. Your nationality drifting to the side. Your beliefs in yourself, let them go. And reach down to the kind of pure existence and just being, without any of your usual attachments. Just be here and now, where everything is possible. Keep tuning in with your breath and reaching down to the level of consciousness where you just exist and be. Now allow this openness and freedom to be present in your practice today. Exploring all the movements with an open mind and curiosity, letting go of all the limitations that you put on yourself with your beliefs. Give everything your best try, as if it's the last time you're ever going to do a certain pose. Now begin to lengthen your breaths. Reach your arms forward. Begin to open your eyes slowly. Put your fingertips to the mat, look forward, and lift your elbows up. Then move your hands to the right as your hips are moving to the left. Allowing your left side body to stretch and lengthen. staying with your breath. Then walk your fingertips to your left, hips to your right. Now allowing that right side body to lengthen. Deep breaths. Then slowly walk your hands to the center and come all the way up to your tabletop position. Put your hands below your shoulders. Walk your hands forward. One deep breath here, looking forward. And exhale to let your chest lower down, looking forward or resting your forehead on the ground. Puppy pose. Paying attention to having your hips above your knees. Hands pressing to the floor, your shoulders are active. Deep breaths, finding length with your inhalations. And lowering deeper down with your exhalations. 2 more deep breaths here. Once more. Then slowly begin to lift up, finding your way back to your tabletop position. And now we're going to be staying on our knees, so feel free to put some cushions below the knees if you have sensitive knees, or if you have a very thin yoga mat. So grip the floor firmly with your fingertips. Press the floor away, draw your belly in. Then inhale to reach your right arm forward, left foot rising. Exhale, knee to elbow, look to your navel. Inhale to reach. Exhale, curl your back, draw the belly in. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Inhale. Then next exhalation, bring your foot to the side and arm to the side. Inhale to the center. Exhale, curl your back. Inhale. Exhale to the side. You can choose to keep the foot on the floor or lift it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale once more, stay on the center. Lift your foot and arm higher. For 3, 2, higher, look up. 1, and release. Beautiful. You can take a little rest in your child's pose. Just releasing your shoulders. A few deep breaths here. And then we're ready for the other side. Come to the tabletop position. Squeeze the floor with your fingertips. Draw the belly in. Inhale to reach your left arm up, right foot rising. Exhale to curl your back. Inhale. Exhale. Keep drawing the belly in, pressing the floor with your hand. Inhale. Exhale. And then you can, of course, choose inhale to reach and exhale to curl or move your foot and arm to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. You got this. Inhale to reach and hold. Keep your pelvis stable. Look forward or even up. For 3, 2, reach higher. 1, and release. Beautiful. Nice. Then find your way to your downward facing dog. Moving your hips from side to side. Allowing yourself to find the calmness, the centeredness, or even sink down to your child's pose, whatever serves you. Take a few more breaths here, allowing your neck to be free from tension. One more deep breath. Then as you exhale, sink your knees back down to the floor. And I'm actually also going to protect my knees a little here. I advise you to curl the toes under here. So even look that your pinky toes are curled under. And rise up, standing on your knees hips distance apart. Bring your hands to your heart, find a steady center, draw your belly in, find length in your back. One deep breath to rise your chest up, and exhale to lean back. Inhale to come up, exhale to reach back. Inhale, exhale. Keep going at your own pace. Pay attention to keep your inner thighs engaged. Belly drawing in. Trying to keep the exact same position when you bend, not bend, but reach back as when you're up. Conscious movements with your breath. Once more. And as you reach back, stay there for 3, 2, 1. And release, come to the center, step your right foot in front, finding your way to a low lunge. Draw the belly in, inner thighs active. Inhale to reach your arms up towards the sky. You can keep the palms together or apart. Keep drawing your belly in. One deep breath to reach your hands up, gazing up. And begin to reach back with your arms, looking at your fingertips, doing as big of a back bend here as you like, with every exhalation, going deeper for 2, 1, and slowly come back to the center, hands back to your heart, step your feet back. Find your knee stance. Bring your hands to your heart again. Find your center, your steady breath. Inhale to lift your chest up, draw the belly in. And exhale to bend back. Inhale to the center. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Very subtle, but very effective. When you're drawing your belly in, keeping your inner thighs engaged. Conscious movements. Next exhalation, stay back for 3, 2, 1. And come to the center and step your left foot forward. Inhale to reach your arms up. Lifting your scapulas up, shoulders lifting, keeping your belly drawing in. Inhale, begin to look up to your fingers. And next exhalation, begin to bend back. And every exhalation, bringing you deeper back into your back bend. 2, 1. And slowly come back to the center. Hands to your heart. Beautiful. Then bring your hands to the mat. Step to your high plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Very nice. Again, take 5 deep breaths here in your down dog. Seeing that your hands are shoulder distance apart, fingertips pointing forward, clawing to the mat, armpits looking towards each other. Deep breaths. One more breath here. Walk your feet together. Bend the knees, gaze in front of you, and step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhaling to your flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sun salutation A. Inhale to reach your arms up. Gazing up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to your flat back. Draw the belly in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to your high plank. Knees lifted or down. Lower down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. 5 breaths in your down dog. Breathing length to your back. Tailbone rising to the ceiling as you're drawing your lower ribs in. 2, 1, and then walk your feet together. Next exhalation, bend the knees, gaze in front of you, and step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Make one sun salutation A in your own pace. At your own pace without guidance. Really tuning in to your own breath, to your own practice. Finding your own flow. Slow and mindful movements. And when you're in your downwards facing dog, let's stay here for 5 breaths together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet together. Next exhalation, bend the knees, gaze in front of you. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhaling to your flat back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sorry, I guided the left rest. Next time I'll let you do it at your own pace. Then sun salutation B. Feel free to walk your feet together or keep them hips distance apart. Bend your knees. Draw your belly in. Then brush the floor and inhale to come to your chair pose. Gazing up, drawing your belly in, bringing your balance down to your heels. One more breath here. Then exhale to fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to your high plank and lower down, drawing the elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Step your left heel to the floor, toes pointing slightly to the side, right foot stepping between your hands, knee right above the ankle, then rise up to your warrior warrior 1. Hips forward, drawing the belly in, keeping palms together or up, perhaps even gazing up, bending deeper to your front knee. One more breath. Then exhale to bring your hands to the mat. Step to your high plank and lower down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Right heel coming to the floor, toes pointing to the side. Step your left foot between your hands. And inhale to rise up to your warrior one. Chest rising up, belly drawing in, perhaps even gazing up deep, then deeper to your front knee. One more breath. Then exhale to your down. Bring your hands to the mat. High plank and lower down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. 5 deep breaths in your down dog. Or lower down to your child's pose. Yogi's choice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet together and bend the knees, gazing in front of you. And step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take just one moment, really feeling your feet rooting to the mat. The root of your pinky toe, the big toe, the middle of your heel. Engaging the inner thighs. Let's do that once more. So feel free to walk the toes together or hips distance apart. Bend the knees, brush the floor, and inhale to reach up to your chair pose, drawing the belly in, chest rising up. One more breath here, gaze up. Then exhale to fold forward. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to your high plank. Lower down, elbow squeezing in. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Bring the left heel to the floor. Step your right foot forward. And when you're ready, rise up to your warrior one. One deep breath here. Then exhale slowly to bring your hands to the mat. Step to your high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Press the tops of your feet to the mat. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Right heel to the floor. Left foot between your hands. When you're ready, rise all the way up to your warrior one. One more breath. Then exhale to bring your hands to the mat. Step to your high plank. Lower down. Upwards facing dog. Downwards facing dog. 5 breaths here. In your down dog or child's pose. Really tuning in with your own breath, your own body. Staying on this mat, in this emptiness where everything's possible. One more breath here. Then walk the feet together. Bend the knees and step or hop to the top of the mat. Then inhaling to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Yeah, really nice. Okay, then just one more vinyasa that we find our downwards facing dog. So let's do the chair pose because that's really good for us. So bend the knees and rise up to your chair pose. Exhaling, folding down. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to your high plank and lower down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Chest rising up, maybe even gazing up. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Now make sure that your arms are really engaged. Fingertips clawing to the mat. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Then walk your feet together. Rise up to the balls of your feet. And inhale to reach your right foot up, pointing the toes. Then bend the knee, begin to reach to your left side. The knee rising up, pressing equally on the mat with both of your hands. One more breath here. Then inhale to come to the center with your foot. And exhale, knee to chest. Step the foot between your hands. Back heel to the floor. And slowly rise up to your warrior two. Gazing over your fingertips. Feet pulling towards each other. Roll the shoulders back, drawing the belly in. One more breath here. Then reach your arms back, interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back, straighten your arms. Lift your chest up. And exhale to bend down to your warrior, humble warrior. Your shoulder coming closer to your front knee. Knee moving to the side, gazing straight down on the floor in front of you. One more breath here. Then inhale to come slightly up, look forward. Left hand to the mat next to your right. And inhale to make your easy twist to reach your free arm towards the sky. Back heel is up now. Keep your belly engaged. One more breath. Then press the floor with your supporting hand and begin to bring your right foot to the side, supporting on the foot, and then flipping to the side of your supporting leg to a side plank. Stay here, or feel free to challenge yourself with stacking your feet, gazing down or up to your fingertips. One more breath, you got this. Then slowly flip your hands down, go through your vinyasa, and meet me in downwards facing dog. Beautiful. A little bit of work on our arms, or not only a little bit, quite a bit. Take a few clarifying breaths here. Know that you got this. Then walk your feet together and rise up to the balls of your feet again. And inhale to reach your left foot up. Point the toes actively, inner thighs engaged. Then begin to point those toes to the side. The knee rising up as you're pressing equally on both of your hands. One more breath here. Then inhale to bring the foot to the center. Rise higher. And bring the knee to your chest. Step the foot between your hands. Heel, back heel down, and rise up to your warrior two. Beautiful. You got this. We can always do so much more than what we believe is possible. Isometrically pulling those feet towards each other. One more breath here. Sink deeper to your front knee. Then reach your arms back behind you, interlacing the fingers. Roll the shoulders, straightening the arms. Lift your chest up. And exhale to your humble warrior. gazing down on the floor in front of you, seeing that you have no tension in your neck, finding both strength and peacefulness in this effort. One more breath here. Then next inhalation, begin to rise up, gaze in front of you. Flip your right hand to the side, to the floor. And inhale to left, rise the left arm up, coming to your easy twist. Keeping your inner thighs engaged, belly drawing in as your arm is rising up. Maybe even gazing to your thumb. One more breath. Then really grip those supporting hand fingertips to the mat and begin to tiptoe your foot to the side. Flipping your back heel, outside sole to the floor. Stay like this, or feel free to stack your feet. One side can feel more difficult. 2 more breaths here, you got this. 1 more breath, you got this. Then slowly flip your hands to the floor. Go through your vinyasa. And stay in your down dog for 3 more breaths. Moving your hips from side to side. Trying to find some peacefulness here. 1 more breath. Then walk your feet together. Bend the knees, gaze in front of you. And step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhaling to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Gaze up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Take 1 extra breath here. Just feeling, scanning your body. How do I feel now? Then next inhalation, step your left foot back and face the side of the mat. It doesn't really matter if it was left foot or right. You can face towards me if you like. So face one side of the mat. Take a wide stance, point the toes out to the sides. Inhale to breathe length. And exhale to find your goddess pose. Trying to stack your knees above your heels, your ankles. Lifting your chest up. Bring your hands to your knees, thumbs forward. Inhale, breathe length. And exhale, shoulder to knee. Gaze back. Inhale, come to the center. And exhale, the other side, peeking back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Actively pulling your knees wide and engaging your glute muscles. So your butt, basically. Keep going. Once more, both sides. Move with your breath. Then still stay at the center. Gaze in front of you, hands to your heart. If you like, lift your heels up. Stay here. Or even lift your arms above your head. Palms together. Keep a steady gaze. Strong legs. 1 more breath. You got this. Then slowly bring the heels down. Hands to your heart. And straighten your legs. Beautiful. Give your legs a little shake. Hard work is also a form of self-care, right? Then bring your hands to your heart again. Face the back of the mat. Move the toes. So the back toes pointing towards the back of the mat. Bring your other heel a bit closer. Toes pointing out, heel to heel, or heels hips distance apart. Inhale to swing your arms behind you. Take a hold of opposite elbows, or take a reversed prayer behind your back. Inhale to breathe length in your spine. Draw the belly in. And exhale to begin to fold over your front leg. Pressing the ball of your foot, the ball of your big foot, down to the mat. Folding down over your leg as far as you can with a straight back. Keeping your inner thighs engaged. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Then inhale to come all the way up slowly. And flip the feet towards the other side of the mat. Align the feet. Heel to heel or hips distance. Hips distance, you find the balance easier. This is also a balancing pose. Inhale to breathe length, draw the belly in. And exhale to begin to fold over that front leg. Pressing the ball of the big toe firmly to the mat. Deep breaths. Inner thighs active. Bringing your forehead closer and closer towards your knee or even your shin. 1 more breath here. Then next inhalation, slowly rise all the way up and step to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Give your hands a little release, turning around your wrists, hands to your heart. Then let's go to our chair pose again. Feet together or hips distance apart. Bend the knees, brush the floor and rise up to your chair pose. Gazing up, following your thumbs. Exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to your flat back. Exhale, step to your high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Find your steady downwards facing dog. Clawing the fingertips to the mat. Armpits looking to each other. Draw the belly in. Walk the feet together. And this time you can keep the heels down or rise up. Whatever suits you today. Then next inhalation, right foot rising up. Point the toes, 1 more breath here. Then exhale, knee to chest. And step that foot between your hands. Back heel down. And warrior 2. Beautiful. Just 1 more breath here. Then bring your hands to your heart. Step your back foot closer. Straighten the front leg. Inhale to open your arms to the sides. And palms to the side. Next exhalation, begin to fold over the front leg. Reaching down to the shin, the ankle, wherever you can reach. Free arm reaching up. Perhaps bringing your gaze up towards the ceiling without creating tension in your neck. 1 more breath here. The next exhalation, begin to look forward, front arm reaching forward on the mat, and lift your back leg up, coming to your half moon pose. Flex the lifted foot, toes pointing to the side, free arm reaching up, Inner thighs active. Lift your back foot higher. You got this. One more breath. Then slowly begin to bend the front knee. Return the back foot to the floor. Heel to heel alignment. Rise up to your warrior. Reversed warrior. One more breath here. Then exhale to come forward. Left arm to the front, next to your right foot. And let's find our way to the side plank again. Find your variation with your right foot on the floor or stacking your feet. Find your side plank. And let's keep it for 3, 2, push the floor away, 1, and release. Hands to the mat and lower down. Go through your vinyasa and exhale to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just take a moment in your down dog, taking deep breaths, bringing all that oxygen to all over your body. And then walk your feet together again. Lift the heels if you like. And inhale to reach your left foot up, pointing the toes. Exhale, knee to chest, step the foot between your hands. Find your way to your warrior 2. Steady gaze immediately over your fingertips. One more breath. Then bring your hands to your heart. Hop your back foot closer. Align heel to heel. Back toes pointing slightly forward. Inhale to open your arms to the sides, palms to the side. And exhale to begin to reach forward to find your front leg. Back arm rising up. Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Keeping your inner thighs active. Seeing if you can begin to gaze all the way up. Maybe finding your top arm, top hand, thumb. One more breath. Then slowly begin to gaze down. Maybe return that top hand to your hips. Bring your hand to the floor in front of you. And rise up your back foot up, pointing the toes to the side. Inner thighs active. And reaching up with your free arm. Gazing down on the floor or up if you want to challenge. 2 more breaths, you got this. 1 more breath, beautiful. Then slowly begin to bend that front knee, returning the back foot to the floor. And find your way to your reversed warrior, beautiful. Chest up, find your smile, you got this. The next exhalation, come to your warrior 2. Swing your right hand to the floor next to your left foot. And find your way to your side plank. Your variation, your practice, pressing your supporting hand actively to the floor. Reaching up with your free arm. Gaze down or up, finding your top hand for 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Hands to the mat. Go through your vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Beautiful. We made it. Deep breaths in your down dog. Then slowly find your waist standing. So let's find our way to squat. So take a wide stance, toes pointing out. Sit down to your squat. We should be squatting a lot. That would be very good for all of us. Root all the four corners of your feet firmly to the mat. Elbows pressing to the heels, heels pressing back to the elbows. Chest up. One more breath here. Then begin to reach your arms forward, lifting slightly up. And slowly lower down on your butt. And let's find our Navasana pose. So you can keep your toes down for now, knees rising up. You can keep your hands behind you or on the mat at the sides. And begin to lift your feet up, knees pressing to each other, belly drawing in, chest up, gaze up. And if you like, you can really lift your hands as well to the sides. 2 more breaths here. You got this. 1 more breath. Then cross the shins. Hands to the sides of your hips. Lift your butt. You can keep your feet down or even lift them as well. And lower down. Nice. Let's do that again. Find your variation. Important is to keep your back straight. If your back starts to go like this, then keep the feet, hands on the mat instead. 2 more breaths, you got this. If you want, you can straighten your feet as well. For me, it's enough. 1 more breath. Then cross the shins and lift up. Nice. Cross the shin the other way. Hands to the mat. Step to your high plank or jump. And lower down on your belly. Now we're ready. First you can lean on your elbows for a bit in your Sphinx pose. Just exploring, pressing the elbows to the mat. Straight legs. Belly drawing in, lifting your chest up. And we're gonna do Dharunasana, bow pose. So begin to lift your feet up. Make sure that your knees are hips distance apart. Inner thighs engaged. You can explore pointing the toes up or keeping feet flexed. Reach back with your hands, finding your ankles. And next inhalation, begin to lift your chest up. Up. Just chest up for now. For 2, 1, and slowly lower. Rest your one of your cheeks to the mat. Take a few deep breaths to release. Let's do that again. Face forward. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Begin to lift up. Find your way to reach to your ankles. Next inhalation, lift up. This time kicking your ankles to your hands. For 3, 2, 1. And slowly come down. Bring the other cheek to the floor. Arms at your sides, palms facing up. You can even move your hips a bit to release. And then let's do it once more, 3 times. This is good. So find your way, lifting your chest up, bending the knees, grab your ankles. And next inhalation, lift up, kick the feet higher, lift your chest higher, even perhaps gazing up for 5, 4, Beautiful. Well done. Take a well-deserved rest. Resting your other cheek on the floor again. Shaking your hips a bit. Really release. Whew. Then bring your hands below your shoulders. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. And slowly find your way to your downwards facing dog. Yeah. Then next inhalation, reach your right foot up. And next exhalation, knee behind your front wrist, your right wrist. And find your way to your pigeon pose. You can keep your heel closer or further. Explore what works for you. Again, grab something to put under your right hip. If your hips are not coming all the way down, that's perfectly normal. Then inhale to lift your chest up. And exhale to walk your hands forward. And for a moment, just focus on releasing your hips. Guiding your breath to where you feel the most resistance. Allowing your body to slowly open up. Learning to release and to let go. Take one more breath here. Then slowly begin to look forward and walk your hands closer. Bring your front heel closer to your hips. Press the top of your foot firmly to the mat. The left hip rolling to the side. Lift up, pressing on your front leg. And first spread your arms wide at the sides. Really finding the engagement of your feet, even the back heel pressing on the floor. Lifting your chest up, gaze up. One more breath. Then bring your front hand to the front knee. Begin to bend that back knee to point the toes up. Reaching back with your free arm, finding the inner sole. Then inhale to reach your front hand up, making a Jnana Mudra with your hand. Gaze up. Feel free to pull the back heel closer. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Imagine it's the last time you ever do this pose. Then slowly release. Bring your hands to the floor. And find your way to your downwards facing dog. Beautiful. King Pigeon. Ekapada Raya Kapotasana. Still have to check how to pronounce that though. Move your hips from side to side. Again, observe the difference of each side of your body. Let's balance it out. So inhale to reach your left foot up. Exhale to bring the knee behind the left wrist. Walking your straightened leg back. To bring your hips down. Right hips rolling towards the mat. Inhale, lift your chest up. Gazing up. And exhale to begin to walk your hands forward. Leaning on your elbows. Or resting your hands, head on your hands. Take deep, nourishing breaths. observing where you're holding tension. When we're working with our body and learning to release on that physical level, we can apply that skill when we're holding on to things in our life. So, very useful skill. Take one more deep breath here. Then slowly begin to gaze forward and walk your hands closer. Bring the front heel closer to your hips. Press the top of your foot to the mat, even back knee pressing to the floor. Then lift up, lift your chest up. And then when you feel balanced, explore spreading your hands to the side, palms facing forward, drawing your belly in as you're lifting your chest and gaze up. And when you're ready, bring the front hand to the knee, press firmly on that knee, begin to bend the back knee and finding the inner sole. Then if you like to explore further, inhale to reach your front arm up, making that Dhyana Mudra. Oops, look, now I am falling. Deep breaths. Feel free to pull that back heel closer, lifting your chest up for 3, 2 deep breaths, 1, and slowly unwind. Release the foot and the hand. Sit on your hip. Swing your feet forward. Beautiful. Beautiful. Really nice. Then straighten your legs in front of you, keeping the knees bent if you like. You can even put something under the knees for comfort. Inhale to lift your chest up, straighten the back. And exhale to fold forward. Coming to the Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. Reaching down to your ankles or shins, or even your feet. Going to take one breath, really focusing to bring your
Stay there. I'm going to find my recharger, sorry.
Chest forward, and then release completely. Allow your head to drop towards your knees, like
that
arms
was my
resting
computer,
at the
sorry.
sides, arms facing up. Really nice after a pretty deep and intense back bend. Stay in your Paschimottanasana. Deep breath. So one more breath in your forward fold. And then with your next inhalation, begin to look forward. Come all the way up. Grab your right knee and lay down on your back, bringing that right knee with you. Allowing the weight of your arms to bring that knee down towards your armpit. Then straighten your right arm to the side and the right knee dropping to the left, gazing to your right. Reclining twist. Deep breaths. Keep your attention with your breath, keeping that empty mind, free from any judgment, letting go of any beliefs, a blank canvas. One more breath here. Then let's switch sides. Bring your knee to the center. Inhale to lift your left knee up, hugging it in with your interlaced fingers. Bringing attention to really releasing that left leg with the bended knee. Breathing into your belly, where we often hold a lot of tension. Then send that left arm to the side, left knee dropping to your right, gazing to your left. Allowing that straightened arm shoulder to drop deeper towards the ground. Breathing length to your side body. Take a few deep, nourishing breaths here. Then bring your knees to your chest. Hug your knees, bringing your forehead towards your knees for a moment. And then take a hold behind your knees and swing to seated and find your way to your seated position. Easy pose. Feel free to put some more clothes at this point. And grab a block or a pillow to sit more comfortably. I like to bring one of my heels to my hips and the other one in front of it. Or you can explore making a half lotus, folding the top of your foot on your higher thigh. Whatever works for you today. Then bring your hands to your knees. And when you're ready, begin to close your eyes. Allowing your elbows to hang freely. Sitting straight. Then take a moment to just scan your body. First noticing the parts of your body that make contact with the earth. Then rising through the thighs, through the hips, your back and belly, all the way to the shoulders and arms, and eventually coming to your face, allowing your face to relax, imagining a relaxed smile on your lips. Observe that freeness in your body, the free feeling after we've been working to release all these tensions, attachments, that are building up in our mind and in our body. Bring your attention to the center of your heart and observe your breath. Staying here and now without any judgment. Practicing the art of awareness and attention, and the ability to brush away the thoughts that arise, to clear that space for anything that we ever imagine. Now, keep that attention at the center of your heart and your breath. A few more moments in silence. Keep focusing on the center of your heart. Then slowly take a few deep breaths. And with your next exhalation, gently begin to open your eyes, bringing your hands to your heart. Bow to your heart. Namaste. So feel free to take a few more moments in your silent savasana. Thank you for practicing with me. See you next time.